I'm excited to see this breach come out onto Haven for C9.
IGL. But this is the first time we've seen them go Sova-less on this map, and also the first time we've seen them run Sky. They've usually gone double duelist or with the KO, and we're seeing them off to a hot start here, though, on this Z push.
Yeah, 5-man hit right down C. Long defense was here, but was looking for the same kind of an idea where we're going to get aggressive as well, and it just has not panned out for them. Cloud9, one of the best pistol teams currently in North America, showing you exactly why. Boostio reformed, left with the 2v5, and, well, there's a sentry turret that will keep Boostio at least somewhat responsible here from the garage cut. So as Reform starts to peek over from the backside of the defensive spawn, has a little bit of utility to play with as well, uses that as a bit of a bait and peek, but not able to capitalize on elimination. Things just got a lot more difficult, especially as Vanity is feeling a little froggy, wants to move forward. Reformed will punish in a sense, but this is a difficult 1v3, and it gets completely cleaned up by Mitch. Covering garage and two members watching this flank.
Yeah, indeed. Vanity does catch onto Reform trying to come through the garage area. Mitch has that long A flank covered from spawn, essentially. So like you said, they have good coverage all across. Good flash, though, allows jawgemo and company to start spilling out. Vanity and Xeppaa do claw it back, though, into a 2 versus 2.
Leaf just needs to stay concealed. Vanity can delay this a little bit longer. Underneath, Reformed, making a bit of a play. Vanity now from the window, has to respond to the last two members and only gets the one onto the spike. Reformed, an important double for him. That'll be good, as that will be the first round for EG and C9, not able to take their bonus.
Back off because of the lockdown. They'll be able to play themselves into a 5-on-5 post plan. So lockdown does fade, no one detained, and Cloud9 teeing off from range.
Xeta also still getting into the site very quickly. Leaf a little bit of miss on the first couple of knives, but is good for it. Xeppaa following up, and the kills are clean. Cloud9 only dropped the first two.
Interesting. He's way back there, and they're all coming this way. What's this timing going to be, man?
It doesn't look necessarily great, but Mitch is also watching this. One of the best parts about C9 denying retakes is their avidness on the flank. Mitch for 3. Last player, foe, nothing there. So it's a quad for Mitch. And Boostio, who had the knives out, can only hope and pray that he can find some headshots. Not the case. Prime Gaming flawless for Cloud9. Test this plant.
Yeah, they're going to have man advantage on this retake, and they do have the Conflict of Bot and the Hunter's Fury to make this difficult to even get a plant down. You can see the utility disrupting them from getting the plant right now. Finally, Xeppaa goes for it. He'll take the hit on the last Hunter's Fury, but jawgemo and company come spilling in through the back halls. Mitch, the only one to respond, and now it's going to be all down to Xeppaa.
Thought about the Seekers for literally half a second, but decided as the sole remaining member that it was not the time. We're not done. Still a ton of utility that could be sent in here for EG on this retake. Cosmic Divide being one element of that, blocking off the backside entryways. Here comes the teak from Dre. Nothing there. Mitch up top, also raises a player up in window, but Xeppaa makes that responsibly found, and nothing for foe. Like you mentioned, 3v3s for Cloud9, just holding the site, too strong full buy on. And then in rounds where they're playing up against opponents that also have a full buy, they're 12-28, by far the worst in North America. So these are the rounds they need to start winning, and as Leaf works his way in, Xeppaa there to follow up, and the kills are just way too clean. The execute flawless from Cloud9.
Yeah, just such great utility usage. Again, that's the thing. Maybe you're sacrificing the Sova, and you're sacrificing double duelists, which is something that Cloud9 liked to use on this map in the past, but they just have so many flashes and nano swarms and just such ability to disrupt, you know, defensive teams getting back into good positions once they've been pushed out initially. And now they just get to flex that 2-man advantage, as well as Reform's trying his damnedest to get in here with that turret and clear Xeppaa off this corner, but Xeppaa remains unmoved. And now the rest of Cloud9 start chiming in, and that's going to do it. Cloud9 up 6-3.
There's the deletion. There goes the flash. Second one comes through. Now the peak is Vanity's also here to assist, spamming him down in a corner. It's a blunder. And then from the front, Dre's only able to find one, chipping away as the nano swarm. And Xeta, easy little flick over, gets the headshot, and it's 7-3 C9.
Right now through garage and through back halls, but now Leaf up close. The lockdown comes in, but Leaf's playing in it. Oh, this could be interesting.
The thing. These Seekers, they will actually scout him out. Leaf trying to get to the back of the site. Will get to the corner, but only for a short time. Foe denies that space. So now the retake, EG all the way in, but can they actually break this post-plant lockdown from the backside of C? Shots coming through. Xeta able to find one. The spike has not been defused to halfway even as of yet. More spam shots coming out, still not to halfway. And that will be it. Regardless of the eliminations, the spike will detonate, and Cloud9 post-plant through C long, too strong.
Those like really chaotic skirmishes and ultimately get the rounds. And as you were talking about, not a whole lot of economy left to spare here for EG in the final round of the half. 3 Spectres.
Oh, and this is just the copy-paste of what we saw from really round 2 from Cloud9. You use utility to clear off the close corners. This time you have the help of the Seekers making its way through C Garage, but Boostio keeping it interesting. So does the Hunter's Fury as it turns it into a 2v2. In the corner, right click, not going to connect for Boostio. Xeppaa shuts it down, leaving everything down to Dre. 1v2, Spike now finally being planted, but it gets delayed a little bit longer.
Yep.
It just comes down to where do you play this if you're Dre.
Yeah. Nowadays, everybody wants to talk like they got something to say. I promise you nobody forgot about this Dre. Everyone's ready for him. Got all spots covered. Oh, wait, maybe they don't? Oh, never mind.
No, he's watching for the window play. So Dre does collect one for free, has the Aldrun, could spend it now that, of course, you know exactly where he's coming from, but decides not to. Recon bolt to the deep corner. Will it reveal? The answer no. xeta up close and personal, just ready for it, crouched underneath, and it's going to be a 9-3 half your dust. Default line to stun up the bottom side of sewers. It's an important 1v1 collected for C9. So now in towards the site they go. Not as clean here, though, for C9 on the way in. Foe's good for a couple with jawgemo right there behind him. And it all leaves things on to Vanity, who can't get around the corner. 3 kills for Foe, and what looked to be a full-on easy stack for Cloud9 gets completely torn apart by Evil Geniuses. Hey, at least you're throwing in some chests here that C9 have to respond to, and the prediction from Leaf on where the spike had been planted was very close. Shock Dart to counter, though, does at least chew him down to 49 HP. The second one also connected. Saw it there on picture for a moment. Boostio is on this flank, and the timing could be absolutely perfect as EG have given up the site, but Mitch shuts it down, and all of a sudden the number's good for Cloud9 as Evil Geniuses are going to have a hard time holding this post plant.
Yeah, they are stuck back right now on sewers, trapped behind utility, and now the wallbang comes out from Xeppaa. It's just YaBoiDre and Foe left, both playing from long A side, but Cloud9 are whittling them down with ease as lots of utility starts pouring in on this A site. It's going to take brute force, though, to get in.
Yep, Seekers will be here to try to slow down this hit. Boostio denied as he tries to take away the link. Rolling Thunder also comes through. Reform booped up into the air. Leaf with the easy follow-up using a Cloud Burst for a little bit of help, and it's going to be Leaf for 3. Oh, and then the Aftershock just to push back Dre. Only allowing a single trade to come through in the mix in Cloud9 on 11.
Now it's just Sharars and a Spectre. Basically, I mean, that's a tough spot, though, because now you're basically having to save and play for OT.
Yep, pretty much. And this initial push through C-Long doesn't even get off the ground. The fault line comes through, and Evil Geniuses negative space to work with at the moment. They're not even getting forward in any part of the map.
Hey, Shift.
There's going to be an attempt here from Reform, but Xeppaa's already here waiting.
Hey, bud.
Hey, what's up, bud?
That's a paddling.
It truly is.
It really is. And scene.
Oh, boy.
And the curtain falls.
Yeah, exit stage left. Not really a lot taken from those Nanostorm positions. EG's going to be able to walk on into sight, using some utility of their own to fully clear the backside of this Cosmic Divide, and Foe's going to get the plan off.
I almost wish they would have saved Seekers, just because they already got the site with the Owl Drone and the Cosmic Divide, but now Cloud9 disrupting before they can even get the spike down.
And it's a single flash retake, essentially. That's pretty much what gets the large majority of value. Dre, 1v2. Vanity up close.
Ugh.
Yikes. Wow.
All right. I mean, it's looking like we're just going to get mirror compositions between these two teams here. Nothing too out of the ordinary.
Again,
but
they're just so good at pivoting when they need to, and so they did lose a player, but they get into an empty B site through just a good audible mid-round call, and now they've still have a chance to win this a man down. But jawgemo, that's a great shot. That could get them back into this one. They need it.
This defensive Viper's wall. Splitting the site into 2 pieces, but also splitting Cloud9 into 2 pieces. Mitch not good for the first shot. Boostio responds. Flash around the corner. Gonna be Xeppaa looking for something, and he finds a lot. Gets the first elimination, but nothing more. Vanity, last one left. No snake bites to play off of. Has to do this the old-fashioned way, and, well, he can't quite see the backside of jawgemo.
They need to do this, and everyone's like, okay, and they just go. Like, they're so good at, like, bouncing back and just the quick adaptability. But EG... they had the firepower superiority. They still could come back into this. They've gotten 1 back, but they're still behind, and now it's gotten worse.
Yes, it has. That shutdown over through tunnel means that it's just down to Boostio and Dre from the front, and, well, these marshals are going to start to ring out. Boostio down to 19 HP, makes it interesting, gets 3 in the round, but it's going to be the old-school musket line of Cloud9 taking round 3 the unconventional way. Map is actually looking for another flank, and this is where Cloud9 definitely keep themselves responsible. They've got a handful of members waiting for this flank.
They have trademarks watching for this flank as well. They did smoke off one of them to try to get a timing on Mitch, but it's not going to work. Mitch gets 1. Boostio able to trade, but now look at this position Leaf has up close. They don't even check it. He's good for 2, and that could be it.
Boostio keeping things interesting, though. Knives will refresh, plus a rifle is collected. Xeta around the back goes completely undiscovered, leaving Foe now from the side double doors for a 1v3. Finds the first one relatively quickly, but not cleanly. And as Foe will see Leaf cross from left to right, he will realize that not only is he going to be a problem, but the time was also a consideration, and Cloud9 will take 2 in a row. So here we go. Play through mid. Mitch is going to lurk over by A. He's got one player to his right. He hears the rendezvous. Does take the kill. What does that do to EG? The Vipers that comes through. Down. Also the Toxic Screen coming out. Reformed able to find one in response. Vanity's going to stick for this plant, but this will be a solo play for him. Nice shock darts coming through as well. Vanity taken down to 1 HP. Around the back corner. Finds the first kill. Has to be a true 1v3, losing his teammate. Backside of the smoke. Gets out, at least for now. The integrity fading, but Foe's holding the tight corner. Dre's working his way in. This Viper Spit may fall unless Vanity gets in quickly. Does have 2 snake bites to play with. The first one will go out. Also the Poison Cloud just in case. Here comes the retake. Vanity gets away from this. He knows he was getting pushed.
Can he get the second
so
one
now he
off on
takes
spike?
the next angle. He's going to have a snake bite for this as well. Could he possibly do this? The spam shots come through. It gets to halfway. Dre gets taken down. Vanity for the 1v3. Inside, takes the kill. What in the world is that?
Up A-halls.
You have to know that this is a potential play for jawgemo, the only defender at A. Everybody else was trying to get those blades for Boostio, and they don't even find it. Oh my goodness, Leaf, what in the heavens? An unbelievable double, and Cloud9 already into A for a plant.
Yeah, dude. That's the thing about Leaf. You just never know. Is he the tip of the spear, or is he making a solo play by himself? And he's so proficient as a rifler, which not many other Jets can claim at the same degree, as he's just picking them off, man.
Oh, man. Even through the doors.
This is the audible from Cloud9, knowing that, okay, EG are playing forward on mid. Let's just use that to our advantage and take B site, make them play a retake, and well, Vanity catches Boostio.
Yep. All the guns are up. You still have a deep presence to watch the long lurk with Hunter's Fury for Xeta, so the post plant's looking good. Null command's going to be spent. And these trades are just not good enough, at least not as of yet for Evil Geniuses. Have to find a way to break on through this. A round that you really just don't want to give away for free, but they may have to. The knife is going to find a handful. Recon bolt through will at least reveal Leaf, but he's fine to stay inside the site. Again, there's just so much safety behind him that a 1-for-1 trade is more than enough from this position, and he may do more than that. He may do more than that. Dre on 1 HP. Leaf, do you have the 3 in you? No, not quite. Reform, nowhere to go but down. And yeah, Cloud9's adjustment, you call it perfect. And they clear out vents, so you have to know that this post plant is largely going to be on-site or back through caves. Delayed owl drone, though, coming through for Xeta, who still is holding on to this Hunter's Fury. You've got snake bites ready to go as well, as Foe does find the first blood on this engagement. Boostio looking for the stick, gets this to halfway, and then sticks it even behind that. And with the bodyguards coming through, they do not actually get the full defuse. Xeta gets the elimination at the last second. But can he get back in time to stop the second set of this? The answer, no. 1.5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, I'm surprised they got... I think Vanity assumed he'd be able to disrupt them getting half with the snake bites on the initial choke at B, so they're taking what space they can. Again, that's just the adaptability that Cloud9 has, but they're losing members along the way is the problem. They need to be able to get some kills and actually fight their way back, but jawgemo and Reform just come back, and they're looking for a Prime Gaming flawless here, man. It's up to Xeppaa alone.
Flash comes out. Xeppaa makes it interesting, finding the first. Also sidesteps the initial shot from jawgemo, but will not be able to dance around the second. Clean stuff from Evil Geniuses.
You know, early buy from Cloud9. So besides a couple of curveballs, EG has done pretty well for themselves.
This is the EG that we saw a lot in week number 1.
Okay.
Pressure through mid, deny the space up towards halls, and now you've got a full-on defensive juggernaut around this A site. Vanity has committed the Viper's Pit, try to push through that. He's able to track down Foe. Obviously hearing the op shots coming from doors. An opportunity maybe to read where this next hit would come from, as Xeta will stick for the plant as they lose Leaf. So it's a 4v2. Boostio on the flank just taps away, leaving it all down to Vanity. He's done incredible things before, but that would definitely take the cake. Nothing here, though. And EG in round 11.
Kind of just keep their wits about them, keep holding the angles. And Cloud9 are just going to have to try to brute force their way in, man.
Here it comes. Viper screen for the first part. jawgemo is holding the same corner. Rendezvous backs him away. Dre able to assist. And it leaves it down to Vanity off this flank. And Vanity's got a look. And Xeppaa's there to help. So hold on a second. Gets to another 1v2. Not a lot of time remaining on the clock. Spike needs to be collected and planted. You're, of course, going to get this information off of the recon dart. So here comes EG trying to stop the plant in the first place. Vanity inside the Poison Cloud finds the first elimination, hoping for some spam down in the second, but Foe is very wisely staying out of sight, still holding on to shock darts. It'll be a 7-5 half. What a recovery from EG here does. Out pushes Mitch off the site as the toxic screen offensively will give them clearance enough to start getting a plant off. Leaf quickly coming around the corner though. Oh, and that's Rendezvous away. Actually allows Leaf a free look over at Foe. The spike does get planted though regardless. Reformed over the top side of Halls will be overwhelmed by 2 members from Cloud9. The numbers looking good for C9's defense, but Boostio is on a flank. Takes down the first. Second point of contact coming in the backside of site over the new box in the back. And the shot's not necessarily as clean as they may need to be, but it turns it into a 1v1. Vanity not going to be able to get around the corner, and the help was just good enough. jawgemo from onside the site is actually able to take down one kind of off-screen in response, and the 3 for 2 favors EG to win in a second pistol.
It's onto this A side at the moment. Xeta watching for it here, as we do see the attack also coming in through caves, and Reform able to get the entry there onto Vanity, putting more pressure on Xeppaa now towards stairs, trying to battle forward. He knows that one's planting, he's trying to get in between it all, does get one.
Oh, and then just a bit of a missed gunfight there from jawgemo. Leads to C9's numbers 3v2, but Xeta's on 5 HP. Not much you feel like he's going to be able to do, at least initially. Dre playing deep. Good for one. Help there, as he just needed to tag the left toe of Xeta. And now it's just down to Leaf. 1v2, not a lot of health, and it's a high-low stack. EG. This is the thing you also keep in mind. When they set up a post plant, it's not a passive one. They're going to take the fight to you.
Swap sides there, getting what they need on the attack to try to, get themselves towards the finishing tape as they're trying to just come sending it into the site, but the shutdown.
That is unbelievable for Mitch. On the backside, they're trying to play for Dre's resurrection, denied by Xeta. And on hands and knees is Dre, likely going to fade away, and then the read on the backside, Mitch even be able to track down, or pardon me, the Xeta who tracks down Boostio from the back, and once again, the Marshals just on this map continue to do impressive stuff.
And trying to use the drone to start getting over towards these pyramids, but C9 are holding firm on site.
Yeah, they want to contest this, and it's looking good so far, even through the offensive toxic screen. Xeppaa is able to keep holding this tight position, even gets a lockdown over towards the backside of double doors. Good help from Xeta to confirm the kill, and the last one left is Foe. Does get one with the shock, another with the more traditional Vandal, but this would have to be a 1v5 from him.
Yeah, Cloud9 just did such a great job, digging in on the site itself and just winning out some big fights on that initial take attempt from EG. 2 of them.
Knife will come through, stopping any incoming utility, at least for now. Xeppaa still holding tightly. Misses the recombo, but there was good help around the backside of this. Now over the top of logs. Dre does collect first blood. Leaf's position around the flank is used now over towards mid-map. The operator pressure, the tour pressure coming through, plus the knives from Boostio have completely dismantled Cloud9, leaving Leaf in a 1v multiple. Deals with the first, the spike gets planted. EG's post plant is all over the site, and no chance at all. You said you wanted to see a thrifty round from Evil Geniuses. How about one where they only drop 2 players?
Yeah, certainly starting to get some space. They're putting that pressure now through pyramids with the Viper, so they're going to be looking to push caves, but Mitch is here. Forward for the force, but he misses his shot in his force.
This is the first. And now here comes the play on the backside through Halls. Hunter's Fury defensively being used to try to clear off this hit in the front. And Xeppaa is able to get at least the initial null command off. The play around the backside flank is starting to come through. Mitch on the site has so many things to worry about. The first being Reformed, which he deals with. Spike gets planted, and it's down to Foe for a 1v4, 1v3.5 if you want to call it. As Xeppaa was still down on the ground.
All their players are here. We see Leaf and Vanity ready to defend. Knife comes at the back, finds out Vanity. They start to move forward. Leaf just holds the angle, finds the 2 for 1.
That is not great news, but jawgemo was able to respond. There was going to be no contest likely as the resurrection is coming out. So Dre gets brought back. Vanity still holding the back of the site, continually being suppressed. At least another couple of seconds. Also flash, but Xeppaa watching his cross. Fragment's going to push Vanity a little bit further out towards this corner. He's going to have a 1v1 with Dre, who's still stuck with a flash out. Spam shots come through. Snakebite now to counter, but the spike does get planted as C9 tries to take from the back. Can EG hold this? jawgemo says absolutely with the double, leaving it to a 1v1. Robot on robot. And it's Xeppaa, who's got the opening angle, but it doesn't matter. Dre takes the head straight off. Tag off, though, with a dart. So Boostio looking for an attempt to plant. More spam shots from Leaf. Not going to convert too much on the kills. Vanity looking also to contest with Snakebites making its way into the pit. Still no plan as of yet. All of Cloud9 are here for a 3v3. They find Foe. Can they get this off? Reform pushes out of the Viper's pickable, though, leaving Mitch to the 1v2. Just a Spectre to play with. Boostio and Reformed not at full health. An opportunity for Mitch to keep this map alive, or EG could send it to a third. Into the Viper's pit they go. Gets the first one, no problem. Just down to Reformed. And he's played the backside. Nothing to use for Mitch. Snakebite's still available for Reform, but he's playing this one closely, and Reform gets the quad in the round, and EG send us to map 3.
Again, it's going to be Ascent. The gray out options you see are the agents they are most likely to pick. The green will be the agents they secure. And it looks like it kind of goes the direction you would expect it to, Balla.
Time and time again last year with Vanity at the helmet, they were just beating up everyone in North America on this map on a pretty regular basis. So definitely it favors them, but we'll see if they can keep that as Lee closes the distance and gets Reform pinned in the back. Vanity will combo up and they will start fighting, but Pho, good for 2, keeping him in the race.
That is an unbelievable play from Pho. It really comes down to the fact that C9 think there's only one player in the back of sight. They don't actually expect that the Astra is still playing the backside arches. So, yeah, it leads us to a 3v3. Cloud9 still getting the plant off. Utility-wise, flashes and a fragment for jawgemo. And that's really about it. There's one of the flashes already coming through. Xeppaa is still holding close towards sidewalk. Boostio clearing out to make sure no one's lurking into B main, and as the alarm bot goes off, so does Xeppaa. Knife coming through now. Also the reveal coming into the mix as well. Fragment right on top of the site, and YaBoiDre is going to use that for a double. Mitch now for the 1v1. Up top, no health for Dre. And Mitch will clutch it up for Cloud9 to take the pistol.
Just holds position at catwalk, and they have main advantage now at spike down.
Null command also going to be spent. Reformed still wants to peek this and gets punished for his transgressions. Pho up top. Takes down 2. How has he done this? Xeppaa off the reload. Does still find the kill on the Dre. Pho dropping down. 4 for him, looking for the full-on ace. Lockdown coming out. Pho's gonna toggle. It forces the peek and an ace from Pho to win the round.
Oh, it felt like Mitch committed a little too early, but nonetheless, Pho with the ace. They look behind in that round for quite a time. Mitch had...
Oh, but jawgemo does get tagged up. That's from behind. Flash will come through, and after the null command came out, it is an unbelievable isolation. And actually, wait a second. The spike is rotating back away. Mitch is playing for essentially just exits, but Pho is here. Could he have more heroics in mind? Goodness, did he? The double comes out. But as the spike is left, it's now really resting on to Dre. Mitch still lurking around, making sure there is no exit. And Cloud9 will still take away the round.
Again, to be expected.
And if this hit on the retake comes through mid, Mitch is in a position to hit a bit of a flank timing here. EG's actually going to push forward. Mitch is going to be required to get active, and as he does, he takes 2 with him. Leaf also getting involved. Xeppaa very aware that there could be a player on the corner, and there is help from Leaf once again, as Leaf will get their second kill in the round, and Dre likely just happy that he's found himself a Vandal.
He's been detected now and might get run down, and that Vandal may not get saved. I don't know, aren't too keen on pushing just yet. Now they're just watching the fallback passively. That's Xeta covering the back end there. And then YaBoiDre's out in the middle. You can see that Xeta's actually wrapping all the way around spawn. They're going to try to pinch him and try to not allow this Vandal to get carried over, but YaBoiDre seems aware of this. Is going to peek into Xeta in defensive spawn, but loses the fight, so no rifle carried over. Positioning. 4-1.
Lockdown's going to be spent here, though. EG looking to peek through this. Spamming it down is Mitch, though. Double essentially in collat form, and then Vanity follows up. Lockdown kind of a, well, confirmation tool into that round, but it's one that C9, I'm sure, will be happy to lose just for the easy 6-1 tally. Almost when it comes to how do we get better faster, be better when you've got a full purchase going on. So this is a must-win round, I would say. And, oh, goodness.
They knew it. They read that like a book that he was in that corner. Now they just get the clean entries. YaBoiDre trying to hold on, only good for 1, though. That's going to be full sight for Cloud9. And I hate to do this, man. I really do. But, you know, Boostio, big map on Breeze. This game, he's only gotten 1 frag. jawgemo at 3. I think one of their players is at 0. I think that's Reformed. So they're just not getting off the starting blocks in the same way right now here on Ascent that we're kind of used to seeing.
Well, jawgemo forward gets the knife off. That will catch 2 different members of C9, but I mean, really, we're just hoping that some of this utility locks down a free elimination. And boy, it actually may. EG able to go 2 for 1, but no chance on the backside of it as C9 just way too reinforced after the plant. Potentially. Initial peek from EG doesn't see much, and as they do not, here comes the Concept Divide, and well, jawgemo Decent attempt, and then, oh boy, Foe also caught trying to manipulate some stars. And that'll be good for the first 2 kills.
Yeah, Mitch is here just playing lurk in middle, can catch any type of rotations through catwalk, so that means C9 just have to focus up on heaven and tree position. Don't really have to worry about anything else as far as flank. They can just comfortably play inside A lobby. And with little firepower, EG don't have much they can say about this one.
Boostio with the knives does collect 1, but that will be all. Dre now the last one left. A Sheriff and a Dream for what would he be a 1v4. Does see Leaf up top, an opportunity for it, but Leaf will collect their 4th elimination in the round. Defensive favor has not locked down elimination yet.
Look at this.
You just feel like you're just not able to really get the same kind of a value out, so Leaf is going to dive in here into the teeth of the defense, by the way. Was able to find the first blood. Reformed up top. Looking to get on the board. Still denied as Mitch turns that into a double. And yeah, deep size all around, I would say.
Oh, and xeta gets to flank off on YaBoiDre through mid to add insult to injury. They were having a good hold initially on site with Fuzz initial kill, but now they're getting rattled. Boostio trying to reel it back in, though. That's a nice op kill. It gets to the Phantom. 2-on-3. There's still some hope.
Jawgemo still locking down things over by Tree. Boostio still doing so much by himself. Knows there's a second player down low. Boostio for 3. The long lurk around the back, though, is xeta. Is he in a position to potentially deny this plant? Flash will come through. Boostio still sticking. They know exactly where xeta is. And oh my goodness, the heroics for Boostio to take down 3. Jawgemo to play cover. And EG steal away their second round.
So seeing Mitch lock down Tree from middle to clear that space out to give his team even more breathing room on this A attack, as well as, you know, feinting some mid pressure with his presence here as they will start coming through. They
What a
don't
flash.
check this right side. They still, oh, they do catch him.
Jawgemo definitely was affected by a second flash coming on in. Dre up top. Oh my goodness, Dre nearly had a look at a third. But now it all falls onto Reformed. Lockdown of their own. Shot just a bit awry. One more player up closest, Mitch in the tight corner. It's a read from Reformed that actually is well done. Does connect for the shot, tries to get the reset off, but Leaf there to collect the trade. It'll be a 9-2 through 11 for Cloud9. But
that to play this half, and you can see EG don't have a whole lot to work with. They're trying to get aggressive, and oh, caught.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. First time we've seen EG try to do something like this. Dre's delayed Hunter's Fury will at least tally up 1 elimination, but that will likely be about it.
Yeah.
Dre with the Sheriff again. It'd be a 1v3. Vanity gets the spike planted. And, well, xeta will be here, but okay, hold on. That's going to be a weapon here for Dre to work with. Tagged around the back down to 25 HP makes this much more challenging.
Yeah, and now Leaf could just back off and play standard, knowing that he's gotten free chip damage, and they still have full A lobby control. They have plenty of utility blocking off this position that YaBoiDre is trying to rotate through. Like, this is going to be so tough for him.
Only 8 shots to play with as well, and yeah, Leaf up top. Denies 10-2 not their historical best dust, but still convincing for Cloud9. Which is like, you want to tag me with the drone? Take it. I'll take this fight. Gets punished for it. Flash around the back, though, actually slows down this hit enough for C9 to kind of collect themselves on towards sight in the frenzies. Oh, boy. Do they ever find value? Vanity eventually gets traded out, but now Xeppaa from the backside with the help of Mitch. It's just pinch on pinch. And Foe, who was never a part of the initial take, is the last one standing for a 1v2.
It's a similar start to the half. Very, you know, chaotic flurries of frags, but every single time Cloud9's been the one to edge it out. Will it remain the same? Foe in a tough spot here. And yeah, it'll be the similar conclusion. Cloud9 just always find themselves a step ahead. Plays, but Boostio's not really been able to get too much out of these pushes so far. He's been crushed.
Well, now Leaf forward. Aldrone will scout up. The fragment denies
that.
any follow-up. Yep. And then
Oh
the
my
flash.
God.
Oh, no. Goodness, it's just deadly. It's deadly. Reformed
Those
even tagged. Here comes help. xeta's running forward. It's a rush to see who gets the kill. And then Foe has been seen. Nothing there. Cloud9 convincing in the third. 13-2. Dust. Hold me. I'm scared.
I mean, Cloud9 are just little by little proving that they very well are potentially the best in NA right now, man. It's hard to argue against it right now. They've been performing.